This is the real good stuff. New York Times Opinion went to black voters in Georgia and asked them about a bunch of different things. First time I voted for Donald Trump, I thought it was going to make a difference. Let's take a look at what this conversation looked like.
One word right now, what word would you use?
Confused, unrecognizable,
hungry,
chaotic,
sad,
Tense.
I would say we're suffering.
great. I think America's a great place to be.
Welcome to Georgia.
It's the cradle of the Confederacy, but also the birthplace of the civil rights movement.
It's never really been full on Trump, right? He lost it once.
This state could decide the Democrats' chances at taking control of the Senate. And a lot depends on whether black voters are motivated to show up. So I'm asking folks, why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris? What do you think the Democratic Party thinks of you? What's the dream? When I asked you how America is doing, you said suffering. Suffering how?
Every time we go to the gas, put gas in our car, utilities, food, everything is high.
If you had to describe the Democratic Party in one word, what word would you use?
Messy.
Messy.
Very much so.
I would describe the Democratic Party as outdated.
I think something went wrong by not including young blood. I want to see younger people come in.
Dude, notice something that everyone is saying across all age brackets. They want our people. They want democratic socialists. Even boomers. Outdated, messy, need something new. Need new energy. That's why we've made a tremendous impact. That's why we've made a tremendous impact so far with much less institutional backing. As a matter of fact, institutional opposition, outright hostility from the institutions, and tremendous amounts of money. And once we make it over the hump, the Democratic Party has no other option but to front load and defend. The SCC chair, Kirsten Gillibrand, donated the max amount to El Sayed's campaign after they spoke Wednesday as Dems try to recover and turn a bruising general election in Michigan. Michigan Dems Jewish caucus leader spoke with El Sayed at a closed-door unity breakfast and wants to sit down and discuss his deep concerns about some campaign rhetoric. I know for a fact it's going to be about me, this conversation, and about his opinions on Israel in general, because that is definitely something that these guys want to cut out. Mike Rogers' team already making plans to win over disaffected Stevens voters, including new black and Jewish voter outreach. It's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work at all. El Sayed reached out to Wesmore, who might join on the campaign trail. Senator Mark Kelly, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, Zohran Mamdani also spoke with El Sayed shortly after his win. Gillibrand pledged DSCC support as Dems face new deluge of pro-Rogers dollars. Schumer also spoke with El Sayed after quietly backing Stevens. El Sayed would deliver remarks at the Michigan Dem Unity Rally tonight in Detroit. Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem. It was already right-wing MAGA billionaire-backed AIPAC that was dumping $34 million into this race, and they're going to continue doing it. It's the same people. They already started this campaign. Yeah, we'll get to the Mike Rogers idiotic ad in a second. Let's just look at the Georgia voters for now.
And bring in new ideas. I would love to see that.
What do you think the Democratic Party thinks of you?
I think that the progressives of the Democratic Party specifically, I think they see me as a person who is capable of inspiring change within my community. But I would say for a lot of the more the older members of the Democratic Party feels like I'm just another number to get them a vote.
We're just pawns in this very strategic, nasty, diabolical game of chess that they're playing, that we don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. I want them to hear our problems, our struggles, what we're actively going through every day. I feel like they're kind of like corporations.
What do you think of the Democratic Party?
is lacking that factor. Trump got that I don't like Trump, but he got that
But what happened to the Democratic Party?
He's right.
It dismantled after Clinton.
Say that again?
Clinton, when Clinton
after
left,
Clinton.
it was over with. Who did we have after Clinton? Oh, Obama was cool. Let me tell you, I love Obama.
No, it was Obama, then Clinton.
Then Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the first Clinton.
Oh, okay.
Before me.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry.
I-
You're
you
talking about
know,
Bill.
I'm talking about.
That's crazy that he forgot about Barack Obama for a second.
Oh boy, Bill. Yeah. Oh,
The
you
first
know,
black president.
The first black president, right? Bill had his issues, of course.
Do you think the Democratic Party has just become too corporate?
Absolutely. I like the way he phrased that. They're definitely too corporate. It's too much, it's too messy, it's too corporate, it's too many politics. No pun.
Do you think that the Democratic Party cares about you?
It's like that auntie, right, at the cookout to come over there and she act like she cool with people, but she look down on people. I feel like the Democratic people, they just fake. It just feels fake. They tried to do the Megan Thee Stallion thing, that was horrible. When Harris got Megan Thee Stallion to do, what was that? It was, people can see through the bullshit. That's the problem with the Democrats. They do things for show. It's all theatrics. It's not authentic, and people can tell. It has to be in you, not on you. And smell it. I can smell you bullshit me. And they don't think you can smell it.
There was a point that I just voted straight Democrat. Now I'm at the point that I'm actually taking the time to look at each candidate, to actually see the ballot before I go to the voting booth to know what I'm doing. The first time I voted for Obama, I thought it was going to make a difference. And the first time I voted for Donald Trump, I thought it was going to make a difference.
Let me ask, your vote for Donald Trump, both times, was that a vote that was cast in the hopes that Donald Trump could maybe make a change or deliver something different, or was that a protest vote against the Democratic Party?
Probably more protest.
It sounds like the Democratic Party has let you down.
I think government has let me down.
How do you think Donald Trump has done so far?
I kind of like where he's going with revitalizing industry. I see that as an opportunity for communities like ours, small communities, to get young people, men and women, involved with skilled trades that pay very well.
Do you think the Democrats are focused on the wrong issues?
I think so. I talk to my wife about it all the time. I want them to be a catalyst for economic development here in the United States and in the world.
Okay.
So if they were to concentrate more on that rather than social issues, I think we could move forward.
If I'm hearing you correctly, no matter who was in office, different Republicans, Democrats, white folks, black folks, whoever, there hasn't been change that you've seen.
Not in my opinion. Obama was the president for 8 years. Albany still looked the same. Joe Biden became president. Albany still looked the same. Donald Trump was president 2 terms. Albany still looks the same. We've been sold the idea that the only way our communities are going to change is if we go to the voting polls. And that is absolutely not the truth.
So why do you vote then?
Because I just feel like it's the right thing to do.
Why?
Because too many people died for it.
Truly, I only vote to honor the people who fought for me to have the right. Do I have faith? I don't know. I'm just voting because there's a lot of people ahead of me that fought for me to have this right. And maybe one day it'll make sense for me and my kids and my grandkids.
Why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris?
I feel like at that time in my life, voting was not important to me. I didn't have time to worry about voting or making sure my voice was heard. I was worried more so about surviving and making sure I get to the next day, the next week even, but mainly the next day because it's a day-to-day process for me.
Who are some politicians who you do like?
I like
Should we
Bernie
swap
Sanders.
it even?
You like Bernie Sanders?
I follow him on every social media platform. I like the New York mayor.
Mamdani.
I like Mamdani.
Whenever you try to press Abdul with you, speaking of the Omar Fattahs and the Zorhan Mamdanis of the world, I have a guest coming on right now. His name is Dr. Abdul El Sayed. It's wonderful to have you here. Dr. Abdul El Sayed in the building, running for Senate in Michigan. My man was wearing the V-neck even back then, bro. July 22nd, 2025, by the way. More than a year ago. No tie, you look disgusting. I agree. This is pre my suit era. This was when I was like, starting to look more presentable, but still very much just like the policies, the outfit never changes. I agree. It's funny that they're like expecting him to change. This man won't even change his outfit.
I like him a lot.
What do you like about him?
He got that He's a man of the people.
Wait, we missed it. We missed the. Hold on.
Who are some politicians who you do like?
I like Bernie Sanders.
You like Bernie Sanders?
I follow him on every social media platform. I like the New York mayor.
Mamdani.
I like Mamdani. I like him a lot.
What do you like about him?
He got that He's a man of the people, and you can tell that. He can't be bought. He might be able to get bought later, but right now he's pretty thorough in the way he practices when he preach.
So you like Mamdani?
I do, and I think that he is making a blueprint for future politicians to come. I wish that he could be duplicated and we could have him everywhere, honestly, because I just love how he how he's for the people.
Socialist, you know, the word is like it's like a bad word. In the
To a
United
lot of
States,
people, yeah.
To a lot of people, but they have some good points. I mean, there's some things that really take care of, you know, some countries that really do have the socialist perspective. They really took care of their citizens.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What the fuck? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? This is why I said the moderate consultants do not have a real constituency. They speak over black people all the time. That's it. There's plenty of polling that suggests that amongst all racial breakdowns in polls, black people are far more approving of socialism than white people are, certainly, and Hispanics as well.
the word democratic socialism, the phrase, doesn't scare you?
It doesn't scare me.
What are some of the ideas that you hear from folks like AOC, for example, or Bernie, that you like?
That I like, that we need to do this healthcare piece.
Medicare for all?
Medicare for all, yes, for all. You know, if you're a citizen, you're born and bred, you should at least be able to go and say, I can get my teeth pulled.
Healthcare, I think that should be afforded to everyone, regardless. Now I consider myself to be more in the middle, like moderate. I guess a moderate Democrat or liberal. But I don't think they're too far.
Personally, for me, I think that
black people have always held these beliefs, but it's always a lot more hostile when black people are right, but too early just saying, I know that, enfant door. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Why do you always have to come in here and be hostile when we are in agreement? Enfant door, once again. Classic enfant door. In agreement, but has to be hostile for no reason.
Taxing the wealthy was like one of the biggest things for me, like especially with Kamala Harris's unrealized gains tax. Like that was something that I was a big like supporter of, because that's one of the biggest ways that like a lot of people who are in the top 1% manage to avoid paying so much in tax.
I think that there needs to be something radical to occur in this country. I think people are looking for something radical.
What is your American dream?
The American dream for me looks like being able to live like my parents did in the 80s and 90s.
If you had to describe life as a black woman in 2026 in one word, what word would you use?
Perseverance, and maybe even hopeful. My mother forced me to go to the white school, as they called it, because she said I could do it and I needed to do it, and so I did. In the classroom, nobody would sit in a seat in front of me or behind me because I was black. Until...
These people have socialist ideologies but don't realize it. I mean, being black in America automatically puts you in a political system. Every black person in this country is far more radical in their understanding of the world, because the average person is centered, and their lived experiences are centered around whiteness. The entire system is designed against you. I think that's definitely part of the reason why the overwhelming majority of black folk in this country are way more politically aware. The way that black people get talked about in the media, however, is disastrous. It is disastrous. It is so bad. It's always like monolithic. It's always weaponized in whichever direction people want to weaponize it in. Sometimes even Republicans do it, right? Well, they'll be like, oh, black people are more conservative, that kind of shit. It's nasty business. And Democrats definitely do it a lot. Democrats do it a lot in very shameless ways.
We started getting grades. I was always at the top.
My grandfather once told me socialism would be the best thing for the black man in America, and that's why we'll never have socialism in America. I mean, he wasn't wrong.
Of the class. So then I can remember this one boy sat next to me and would turn around to ask me
for the answers.
For the answers.
You said it feels sometimes like some people in America want to take us back. When you say that, you mean back to Jim Crow times? Yeah.
I think Trump would like to take us back to slavery, to tell you the truth. You know, I mean, I think he'd like all black people to go back to Africa. But maybe he'd keep one or two. You know, we're in a fight to save democracy right now. We have to organize, we have to vote, we have to be vigilant.
I talk to my children about everything that concerns us. They know all of their history.
What did you tell them about voting?
We died. We died. So if we died to do something, it's got to be powerful. It's got to be powerful.
What does it mean to you to be an American or a Black American today?
First, I love America. I've been all around the world, and it is nowhere that I feel as comfortable as I do as America.
Even now?
Even now. Even in this political climate, even in this social climate, even in this horrible economy that we have, it's still the greatest place that you can be, and I love being American. I just want to see America love me.
It was great. That's why it's crazy when James Carville had the audacity to speak on Black Americans and say that Black Americans are not that liberal. They ain't that liberal. That's what he said. He said, I know Black Americans. Live around Black Americans my whole life. They ain't that liberal. That's what he said. What the are you talking about, James Carville? The caucasity of James Carville to say some shit like that. It makes this even funnier. Republicans in Michigan are making plans to reach out to Black church and community leaders who backed Haley Stevens in what became one of the most toxic and expensive. Yeah, that's really funny. They are going to get laughed out of every room. Okay? If these guys think that the two most prominent liberal groups in the country, Black Americans and Jewish Americans, are going to go to the Republican Party, I mean, go ahead, try it. Go ahead. Try it. It is hilarious to me. Okay? Just look, I don't want to give these guys any advice. Please waste your resources on Black outreach and Jewish outreach, please. It's going to work so well for you, dude. It is going to be so good. It is the most laughable attempt thus far. It's a great idea. Republicans, please. Mike Rogers, please bring your crusty ass to every Black church in Detroit, to every Black church in Michigan, and see the results. Oh my God. Oh my God. One of the dumbest attempts this cycle so far. Never interrupt your opponents when they're making a mistake. I welcome this. Hold on. Let me just change real quick. I am terrified. Don't do this, Michael Rogers. Don't you do it. Your charisma and your riz and your white supremacist values are going to work so good in these churches, in these synagogues. Don't you do it. No, Michael, stop. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Again, two of the most liberal demographics in the country.
The majority of Democratic voters that woke up on Wednesday feeling, well, hopeless, because the person who won does not represent your values, well, just know there is still hope. Michigan deserves a senator who is ready to sit with you, hear from you, and represent you. The parents across Michigan who want an education system that sets up their kids for success. You have a home with us. To grandparents across Michigan who are heartbroken from watching their kids and grandkids leave the state. You have a home with us. To young people who are looking for real solutions to solve our housing affordability.
That's awesome. Oh, dude, that's the other demographic. Young people. That's you guys are really, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of motion with Black voters, Jewish voters, and young voters in general.
Crisis. You have a home.
Why does his wife look pissed? Botox. That's it. Or a facelift plus Botox.
Home with us. To working families who don't want higher taxes and lower paychecks, well, you have a home with us. And to the vast majority of people across Michigan who do not want to throw their support behind a campaign filled with anger, divisiveness, calls for violence.
Dude, you're a Republican. What are you talking about? You literally started your campaign by being like, I killed Osama bin Laden, who is very similar to Abdul al-Sayed. What do you mean? Calls for violence.
The views that are out of touch with your values, well, you have a home with us. The fight is far greater than just left versus right. The fight is for the very soul of our nation. Over the next 90 days, I'm going to work hard to earn your trust, to earn your support, and earn your vote. We have a state to save, Michigan. Let's get to work.
Election denier, by the way. I mean, you can't fault them for trying, I guess.